I'm feeling called to do a message, and I literally have no idea what this is going to be about. I have no prompt from Spirit. Spirit was like, pull a card. So I'm going to pull some Oracle and then see how it goes from there. Little side note, this is just still so nerve-wracking to do. Like, I've been feeling called to do this message for quite some time today, and yeah, I guess I've allowed myself to do other things and to distract myself and whatnot, but I'm finally here. And I guess, like, this is a timeless message, but at the time I'm doing it, Mercury is in retrograde, so there's a part of me that's just like a bit nervous, because yeah, I have started doing this like just a little bit before Mercury retrograde, and honestly, I don't know, I get all nervous when I do this stuff. But yeah, okay, so this is the deck I'm going to pull a card from. My favorite Oracle deck, let me say that. It is so beautiful. It's also my first one I ever owned, and yeah, I just love it so much. And as I pull it out of the box, first of all, what beautiful art. And second of all, contemplation. I feel like that's just such a confirmation. I feel like I've been doing so much of that lately. I feel like you guys have been doing a lot of that lately. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna try and shuffle this on the bed, because that's where you are. That's where the camera is, because I'm filming this in my room, and where the light is just isn't in line with any of the hard surfaces that I've got in this room that I'm staying in currently in my life. It's actually kind of working doing it on the bed, but yeah, I usually like to do these in nature, but it has been, I don't even know if, can you hear that? I don't know if the camera is catching that microphone, but it has been raining here practically non-stop for a few days now, and so I've had to, this one, anyways, I've had to not climb a tree and get all wet. Honestly, I could have, but I just don't think it's a great idea, because it's winter where I am, and wet plus cold, not a great idea. Also, I wish I could show you the shuffling, because I'm really proud of myself for being able to do this shuffle, because it took me ages to learn it. It's like the one where, can I like, no. Maybe I can do it here. Oh my god, that's not even, that does not look good, but maybe it sounds good. Who knows? And then this, oh, I just knocked the camera, but that's okay. I've got my little clown buddy above me. Oh, okay. Anyways. Oh, okay. Spirit, what is message? What is the message? Oh. Oh, it's 2. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the first one I saw was soft. Is it focusing? Damn, come on, do your thing. Anyways, soft. And oh my gosh, that just feels so magical seeing that, because hasn't that been a theme in our lives at the moment? And the cloak. Let me grab the book out and give these cards a little read. Okay. Because I'm already excited. Okay, I'm going to start with soft because that's the first one I saw. A sanctuary bathed in soft light. Your heart is receptive, inviting, and gentle. It brings strength to the weary, comfort to the lonely, and healing to the wounded. It is a magnet for all that is needed, for you, your beloveds, your world. Is it beloveds or your beloveds? Anyways. Don't imagine you must always be the fighter, going against the part of your nature that longs for harmony and peace. This is your time to be soft, to surrender, to let the subtle waves of the heart invite love in and to receive. In doing so, you will give so much. I feel like this is just such a confirmation. Wow. Okay. This oracle brings you a message of peace. Surrender now. Be soft, even just for this moment of quiet reflection. You have perhaps been working too hard at growing and living. Take some moments to replenish and allow the divine to help you, dear one. Be soft so you are receptive to the divine. It is when we let go that we truly perceive the obstacles that lie between us and oneness with the divine lover. Let go and perceive that the divine lover is already awakening in your heart. So beautiful. Wow. So in the guidebook, that's what it's called, there's also poems. So I might as well read the poems as well. Why not? This one's really cute. You are the softness he desires. You help light his way. You nurture all that he holds dear. Though tempest clouds dismay, and in the quiet of the storm, his gentleness comes through, and in the shelter of his arms, his heart is there for you. Cute. I liked that. Also, I'm feeling called to say that maybe the numbers of these cards might be confirmation for you as well. Might mean something, might be significant. 47 and 50. I don't know. I'm moving on to the cloak, and I'll just read it, never mind. I'll just read it. Okay. Around you there is a cloak of your own creation. Perhaps it has served you for a time as an invisible form of protection, as a way to claim needed solitude, as a way to retreat inside to find out what you truly feel, what you truly need, to find yourself after being lost in an ocean of thought and emotion, not always your own. Yet the time is fast approaching when you will no longer require that cloak. You have attained an integration. That's not the word. You have attained an integration within. I don't know why I said that other word. Sorry, anyways. Within a knowledge of self that makes it possible for you to connect with the world, with others, in a way that does not leave you lost and struggling to find yourself. You have learned how to hold yourself. You have learned how to do this well enough that you can successfully hold yourself and hold another too. You don't have to push the world away. You can invite it in and play. Holy. That, I feel like that literally just covered like this whole chapter that you've been in. Oh my gosh. And I actually got a journaled message, a channel journal message. I don't know what to call it. And it literally talks about the same thing. That's just so magical. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I haven't even finished. The message that this oracle brings to you is that you can safely release the forms of security that you once held. You do not have to abandon your boundaries with others. Rather, your boundaries are so functional that you can enter into relationships with more openness, trusting that your boundary will naturally assert itself when necessary, giving you the connection to yourself that you need when you need it without having to withdraw from relationship entirely. It is time to trust your own boundaries and practice letting them help you whilst actively engaging in deeper relationship. You'll have fun. That's literally how it ends. I don't know if you can read that. You'll have fun. And then the poem. Oh, confirmation burp is coming on. Pardon. Loneliness is like a ship in full sail with no wind and no place to go. Damn. But holy dilly, that was magical. And let me just say, I am putting it out there that this will find the people that it resonates with. Like, did that not resonate? Or what? And the next one, number 51, is called Dream a Little. In my first video that I ever put up here, I reference Jadina's first video, and it's called Dare to Dream. And I feel like this one's also, you know what, the message is so short, it's literally that little bit there. I'm gonna read it. I'm reading it. The divine wants to bless you with inspiration, just as a lover would come to the door of the beloved with a spontaneous gift of flowers. So dream a little, let your imagination wander and wander. So it's wonder with an A and then wonder with an O for clarification. What if, what else could be breaking down the rigid walls of expectation. Just because something has been does not indicate that it must continue in the same way. So dream a little and receive your spiritual gift. This oracle brings you guidance. A spiritual gift of inspiration is on its way or has just recently been received. It isn't flight or fancy, it's a gift from the divine. Flight of fancy. Receive it and believe in new possibilities. Wow. That was just so beautiful. Such confirmation. Also, these colors, beautiful, like, color palette, but also, like, could be confirmation, like yellows, purples, greens. But holy, I don't know if I can say that word. That was just, and let me just say, that was definitely, I definitely needed to hear that too. I feel like that was such a big confirmation for me as well, because, like, well, everything in the message, first off, so goddamn accurate with, like, what we're going through right now. But they've also been the stuff I've been channeling in my journaled messages. And just having that confirmation is just really nice to have, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, I can definitely have my moments of being in doubt or, you know. Wow. Guys, I just can't get over how beautifully accurate that was. Okay. I invite you to take some deep breaths with me because that was very exciting, but I'm just needing to calm down a little. Yeah, because I'm really excited. Yeah, but anyways, okay. So, if you feel called to, let's do some deep breaths together. Okay. How do you feel? Feeling good? Did that feel good? I'm still excited, but I need those deep breaths. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. Oh my Lord. Wow. Wow. Okay. You know what? I'm feeling like getting another deck. Also, I'm just gonna say it right here, right now. I don't own any tarot, and I've actually been meaning to buy one because I'm hella interested. But it's just a bit overwhelming. There's so many options out there, and I don't have like a physical store near me that sells them, so I've got to do it online, at least if I am to get one at this time of my life. But yeah, so I'm feeling called to get another oracle deck, but yeah, moment of appreciation for the journey of love. And that's what we're on, isn't it? Journey of love. Yeah. So, little context to this one as well. I bought this one at a festival. I bought it at Earth Freak, and that was a few years ago. But I never really like connected with it initially, and it literally wasn't until this year that I connected with it. At the bottom of the deck, pure, wait, can I show that? Yeah. Pure medicine. Like, that's actually the case art. Some of the art in this one I can't show, so I just gotta keep an eye on that. But yeah, this one, also beautiful art, and the messages are whoa. So there's definitely some I cannot show. But yeah, so I definitely won't be showing you my shuffling, though it's a bit more awkward with this one because it's really long. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm getting into it this year. And it's actually so epic. I've never read the back. Oh my goodness. Wow. Epic. Anyways. Definitely can't show that. I'm feeling so giggly. Happy? Joyous? Joyful? Jolly? Okay. Spirit, what do you want to add to this message? This already beautiful and magical message, might I add? That is so cute. Interconnection. Anyways. Oh. Oh. I was literally about to say, hey. Oh my goodness. I was literally about to say, wow, it's taking a little bit. Now, can I show this? I can. Morning dew. Like, this camera does not do it justice. That is just such incredible art. Cat, I'm really seeing like the cat in the bottom here. cats might be significant for someone. Oh, and there's another. Damn. There's another. I didn't even see that one. Pardon. Confirmation verb. Cats. Oh my gosh. I just had to remember the alphabet then and realize that M is most definitely after I. Okay. And this one is done in first person point of view, perspective. Yeah. So, just like imagine you're saying this to yourself. The path to my own star is made of reinventions. It is an open path which constantly surpasses the created ideas about who I am. The changing nature of life calls me to look at existence with new eyes, paying attention to my inner movements and allowing the necessary space for every emotion. I create space for my light to shine, expand, and illuminate my surroundings. I create space for my shadow to dwell, to embrace the uncomfortable and integrate my wounds with genuine love. As natural as the transition from day to night, I integrate the darkness into me. I loosen debilitating defense mechanisms that dismiss my gifts or hide my emotional shortcomings and deny my pain. Little by little, I break this programming that makes me despise my body or disregard my calling by focusing my energy only on others. I connect today with my inner rhythm, flexible, changing, and wise. Damn. Okay, resilience. It is life running through my body every time I feel the healing of my scars. It is life pulsing in me when gratitude expands in my chest. It is life communicating in every tear, in every laugh. It is the sacred life in each new chapter. My resilience is my refuge. There I tell myself the truth and leave space for all that I am. And then in quotation marks at the end it says, what does our life compare to? To the dewdrop that jumps from the break of the water bird and on which the moon is reflected. Oh my god. I read that wrong. Let me read that again. What does our life compare to? To the dewdrop that jumps from the beak of the water bird and on which the moon is reflected. I'm sorry for butchering that last bit, but yeah. Oh my goodness. This has been so magical. Let's enjoy this artwork one more time. One more time. Yeah. Yeah. Incredible. Can I show that? At the bottom of the deck is Space Time Weaver. I'm not going to read it just because these oracle messages are a bit long, but I feel like this color palette, whoa, significant. That's like literally the same color palette. Crazy. Nature. Nature is such a big theme, guys. Such a good good. I don't know why I heard hobby. I don't know why I heard hobby. But living in tune with nature is a good way to live. Let me just say that. And I do love doing these readings in nature, though this is only my third one that I've actually posted, but yeah. Nature's like my safe space. Baby! Yeah. Look at that cat. This is the cat from Kiki's delivery service. What's his name? I forget his name, but damn. Cats. Cats are significant to somebody. And when I said that, it said 31:11 on the clock. Specifically black cat. Just saying. And that's crazy because earlier today I was literally thinking about black cats. Because my dog is black and I was just thinking like how different they are. And I was just imagining her next to a black cat. But anyways. Should I read my entry? This is the one I did earlier today. And let me just say, like, I do not have any artistic background. That was my sister. That is my sister. And, you know, can be me. I'm open. But I did this with like highlighters, little fairies, and purple mushrooms. And I just had so much fun drawing it. And that flower, I will admit, it was definitely inspired by the one in Tangled. Shout out to Tangled. I love that movie. Love that movie. Anyways. Oh my god. You know, before I did this message, I was like, I was like praying and I was like, may I just put forth my most authentic self, and just have fun with it. You know, I'm really just learning to not be a perfectionist, and man, I'm just feeling so giggly. So whimsical. Oh. I've done a few journaled entries since my last message, and I don't know which one to read. Also, I have this thought, and let me know if you're interested, but I have nearly a whole journal here. Like, that's all the stuff I've done. That's all I got left. Though, I've got a new journal. Oh, wait. You're on it. You're the flat surface on the bed. I've got a new journal backed up, so I'm ready for when I need it, but what was the point I was getting at? Oh, yeah, I have this idea of potentially doing a series of just kind of like, you know, randomly opening to a page and reading it and sharing it with you guys. Of course, you know, not all of them are to be shared. Some of them are definitely just for me and me alone. I still got my privacy. But yeah, I just feel like there's so many wonderful messages in here that I wrote before even considering sharing it with other people. So yeah, I think a part of me is a bit worried about this message being a bit long. Hence why I'm like, do I read it? But it's just so beautiful how much those cards connected to what I did. Like, that was just so beautiful. To what I wrote in this, what I've been writing for the past few days. Okay, I feel like that one deserves its own video. You know what? I'll read this one because I did it today, and today is full moon, and we're in Mercury retrograde. It's all happening. It's all happening. Okay. The end of the month, indicating the first half of 2026, is coming to a close. With the full moon of the month happening this evening, and Mercury now in retrograde, so many symbolic and mystical signs of the old being said goodbye to and the new making its way to you. So much is being shed and being eliminated at this time. It can be quite overwhelming, yet you have the capacity for this. You have the compassion needed for this period readily available within. You have the compassion needed for this period readily available within. I have this thing where sometimes, like, when I'm reading, like, the lines can get a bit jumbled. Anyways, now shall be a time to truly showcase your soft strength to yourself and source. You have the strength to hold yourself through this, the compassion to soften it all, the love to let it go. And you now, most importantly, have the confidence and self-belief to undoubtedly achieve all that is being asked of you at this time. Keep believing in yourself, my love. That's where the magic begins. You have done much reflection and analysis upon yourself in this life. Don't allow your brutal honesty of self and your humanity deter you from seeing all the beauty, potential, magic, and love you possess. Keep believing, my love. Know that you have analyzed and reflected so much in this life that ego shall never have the reins of your self-belief for too long. And remember, you are a human being in this life. It can be quite the dense vessel. Now go, love, and believe in yourself. I'm glad I read that because that's a good way to close this message. And I actually did the drawing before the message, but I feel like that's just so fitting. Now go love and believe in yourself. Yes, baby. Yes. Mercury in retrograde. I am no, like, what's the word? What's the title? Astrologer? No. Yeah? Oh my gosh. But I am not very well versed in astrology, though I do love watching them, like those astrology videos, and, you know, staying up to date with what's happening in the sky and how it's affecting my life. But I do know that Mercury retrograde can be quite emotionally intense, to say the least. And so I'm really wishing you guys the best of luck with it all. That was such a beautiful message. I'm just gonna leave it there. I love you guys so much. I really do. And I'm wishing you the best. Okay. Love you. Bye.